Welcome to December. Remember the 4th of December. That's what today is. Anyway, I'm editing the November vlog. The November, I don't know. No vlog, November, I don't know. There's a way to, I'm not quite up there. Not quite as sharp as I normally am. However, I started editing. I've got like a couple of, like, it's a little entertaining at first. I'm enjoying it. Got to the drone footage from Iowa City, and it was like, nah, B. Nah, too much for me. So now I'm creating 11 proxies at 1080p for editing purposes, and that's gonna take about 2 hours. So I'm gonna chill while that works and play a little bit of Overwatch. How'd I realize this was gonna... Here's the thing, I've really not had this problem before. I've never had to transcode. I actually just had to, if you see right here, oh, I've just moved the mouse. You see right here, I literally just, I searched, let's see if this will focus up for you. I searched how to do it. I've never ever had to do it before. So, yeah. There was a way to do it through inside Premiere, but I didn't really like. It's gonna take like 40 minutes just for 2 clips, and I was like, if I'm gonna dedicate 40 minutes to this now, and then in another hour when I get to the next part of the drone footage, even more, I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do them all at once. So that's why I looked up the instructions on how to do it all at once. So we're gonna let that do its thing. Play some Overwatch. It's Tuesday. Monday was just dead. It was dead. It was dead. I woke up late. Not late. I like woke up at like 1 o'clock. I just didn't do anything. Didn't get anything done. I mean, I went to the store, picked up new shoes because the new dog ate my shoes. Did I mention that I got a new dog? It was 3 weeks. I forget what happened. I forget what was and wasn't in it. We're gonna get some tacos for dinner. I'm gonna be up probably for another 12 hours so that I can kind of be on the schedule for working tomorrow night. But yeah, let's do some Overwatch. Oh, that's not fair. 15, I can't catch up to that. It's been a pretty lazy fucking week. I've been working, kind of getting my headspace right, but I've been avoiding getting some shit done. The wall is still not done, still don't have a second coat on it. And this motherfucking computer, check the backlog of the vlogs. This is my literal fucking white whale. This is my goddamn Moby Dick. I've been trying to avoid it. I gotta deal with it. Been having issues when it's being used in the Lightroom, which is like its primary fucking purpose. It crashes. Most often the errors are Windows related. So what I'm trying is, like, we replaced the motherboard, like, we replaced everything. It's a fucking joke. I gotta fucking work on it. I'm gonna have to erase it, reinstall, see what's going on for my friend, because I built it for her. So like, I feel responsible in getting this figured out. Didn't do a tech video this week either, but I think next week I'm gonna do that ARBO thing. I gotta do a little mod for it first, because I pull a little harder than I think it's intended for. I think it's really meant for kids. But now, yet again, time to fucking get to work. So I vividly recall yesterday saying, I need to go blank. The problem is I don't remember what the fuck blank was. I don't remember what I need to do. I don't need to go to the grocery store for anything. I do need to go to the gym. There it is. There it is. I figured it out. We're going to the gym. Not to work out. That's for fools. No. That's so stupid. Yeah, we're gonna go to the gym. We'll get a workout in. You know, we'll get a 30 or something on the treadmill just to get back into it. But I need a printout of my bill, of my payment, because I get reimbursed, so I get some money back. So I decided not to go, primarily because my main reason for going I couldn't do. There was nobody there. I called. I was really tired, honestly. I took a nap. Now I'm just gonna go out for a drive. I've been indoors for 2 days, so I'm gonna get some coffee and try to wake up. Maybe come back and take another nap. Eric was really concerned about the DNA test for the dog. My mother-in-law bought us a DNA test for the dog. She really wants to know what the new dog is genetically. So she was concerned about the temperature, so I just dropped it off at the post office. And then Haas and I about to go get in some shenanigans. Just want to bring up one more time how sexy these fucking wheels are. Can we talk about this? Can we talk about these wheels? Can we talk about how sexy these wheels are?
I mean, I think they're pretty nice.
Let's talk about
it. Though they're, you know, people are gonna, once I post up the video, people are gonna be like, oh, the reps, bro. And I'll be like, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Replicas, as in they replicated a different, somebody else's design. And so they are cheap and not as good as.
Oh, they're knockoffs.
Of course they're knockoffs.
Sure, who cares?
You know how many things aren't knockoff? Not very many. I like them. They look good.
I think they're sexy.
And it's a daily driver. I really don't want to be driving on $2,000-$3,000 wheels. I'd rather be driving on $600 wheels. So yeah, there's that too.
That's just smart.
I mean, you know, not only just damaging them, but also getting them stolen. Like everybody seems to be getting even the stock ones stolen. So I'd rather, you
fucking people, man. We here at I always Warnemans, I don't know. The hardware store, the local hardware store. They're closing. They're a Do It Best. I think Do It Best is a chain, but I think kind of like Ace. There's like, you know, Frank's Ace. But yeah, they're closing up. They're retiring. So we got some, you know, discounts, man. Discounts. Could always use the man beaters.
I mean, I could definitely get the, what is that, 1/7/8? I get that to beat somebody for sure.
Just got a fill-in, so half my mouth is numb. I was wondering, I asked the doctor, I'm like, why do you need to use the anesthetic? Right. And she's like, well, about 1% of people do it without anesthetic, because anytime you drill, you have to have anesthetic. She's like, my mom does it without anesthetic, and I was like, that's some old school grit. That's that old school grit. Like, your mom? Are you just calling me a bitch right now? Like, your mom does this? Your elderly mother is like, nah. No anesthetic. How old
is your mom?
Like, you just calling me a little baby right now? Like what the hell is happening?
Are you sure you're not drilling into dentures?
Like, what I want to talk about, what I want to touch on, this is actually turning out to be a 2-week vlog, because I really didn't have I didn't feel like I had a lot of content for last week. But I want to touch on what I skipped from the last vlog, is the rant where I had seen a couple videos. I'm kind of going to summarize the rant and expound on it a bit, because I didn't want to just copy paste the rant in. I had seen a couple videos that were talking about the burnout, the YouTube burnout, and I've kind of done more research on it since as well. And one in particular, and I'm not going to call out any specific names, but one YouTuber was talking about they were afraid of falling victim to trends and like kind of doing the latest greatest thing, like doing the thing that everyone else is doing to kind of stay relevant, and they were afraid that was going to cause them to like not be satisfied with the work they did. So like, yeah, they put out a video, but it's like, if it doesn't hit numbers, they're not going to be satisfied with it. And that, on top of the fact that there's a lot of this YouTube burnout happening, and I wanted to kind of say, I don't believe in YouTube burnout. Not that I don't believe that people are being burnt out. That's different. I don't believe in YouTube burnout as a concept.
Right.
I don't believe that it's not a YouTube thing.
Right.
It's not, oh, you're a YouTuber, so you're gonna burn out. No. Any job you do, you're gonna burn out if you work too hard. If you work at McDonald's, but you work 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, you're gonna burn out. Period. Yeah. If you're a taxi driver and you are pushing 7, 8, 9, 10 shifts a week.
It's simple. You want honesty? Here's the honest truth, right? You know why TV shows don't go throughout a whole 365 days? Because people get burned the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's just simple. It's simple math. Like,
exactly.
I can completely destroy myself, but then what? Then I've now, you know, whatever I've just accomplished, I probably will lose, because now I have to figure out how to fucking get my mental health back, how to get myself back physically.
Right.
And well, then that just defeats the entire purpose of, you know, what you were trying to do, because now you had to take a break from the thing you were trying to build. Right.
And that's kind of like the whole thing with me of why I don't believe in YouTube burnout, because it's all up here. It's all, as Gary Vee would like to say, self-awareness.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, you need to know what you want versus trying to fight the algorithm, versus trying to please everyone that's watching,
right,
versus trying to like do all this stuff for other people. That's why the other video that I watched where he was talking about, oh, I'm afraid that I'm gonna fall victim to these trends and stuff. Just don't do that.
Right.
If you want to do something that other people are doing because you think it's cool and you think you might have a different spin on it, you know, if you're like, oh,
there's nothing wrong with that,
and you're like, oh man, like I really like how he does this, but like I have a cool idea on how to do it my way, yeah, 100% do that. But don't be like, oh, he's doing this and everyone likes this and other people are doing this, I'm gonna do the same thing. That's a waste of time. Because yeah, could you do it once as like an exercise? Sure. I think Audrey Amber, she does a really good job with that. She takes a specific thing and she's like, I'm gonna try to replicate this as an exercise. Right. I like this is cool, I'm gonna try to do this with the tools and whatever necessary to do it this way. I mean, that's literally like what school is.
Right.
Here's what a bunch of people did and this is how they did it. If you do it that way, you get the same results. Yeah. Now you use that to do your own shit. Yeah, that's what school is.
I mean, it's just, it's like I said, the only way it can be a YouTube burnout is if you fall victim to the algorithm requires you to do daily before YouTube will acknowledge you, then sure, it's a YouTube burnout. But just don't do that.
Yeah, just don't.
Don't worry
just
about that.
Think about.
The problem is worrying about the fact that YouTube doesn't recognize you because you don't do daily. That's not what you should be worrying about. What you should be worrying about is, hey, this video that I'm about to release, do I like it? Because if I don't like it, why the hell would anybody else like it?
Because at the end of the day, you're not making... Look at it this way. There is a lot of people that think the Transformer movies are shit, right? They've gone on record to say they are garbage movies.
Garbage.
But I'll tell you one person who I can guarantee you likes those movies. Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Because that's his vision.
Yeah.
He's making the movie the way he wants to make it. Yeah. Hey, guess what? The first time it made a lot of money, so he did it again, and he did it 6 more fucking times or whatever.
Right.
Like, that's it.
Yeah.
He likes making shit that way. Like, if Michael Bay doesn't make the next Bad Boys movie, which is already confirmed, so I'm hoping it's him, I'm gonna be a little apprehensive because I really like the way he made those movies.
Right.
So if it's like, oh, we're gonna put this other person, I'll be like, I mean, I want to watch it because I love Bad Boys, but like,
yeah, no,
it's just
like, don't worry about daily. Worry about what you're making. Worry about if what you're making is enjoyable.
Exactly.
If you sat down and watched somebody that made that same video, would you be able to sit down and watch that same video?
Yeah, exactly.
Because if you're not, then you made the wrong video.
Right. That's why, like, this is like my counterpoint, because I think a lot of people are making videos about YouTube burnout, and it's a 5 to 10 minute thing about, you know, all these things, and I'm doing all this stuff, blah blah blah. And I think this is my counterpoint video of just don't do that. That's the moral of that story. Yeah. Just don't do that. But now back to more entertaining things. What's going on over here, man?
Listen, man, my car won't turn on. It's so damn cold outside. But then again, I think it's a little bit my fault.
This bad boy here, been sitting here for 3 years now, I think.
Yeah, it's been sitting here for a bit.
Right.
2 years?
I mean, definitely last year. Definitely the year before.
Yeah,
but I think you brought it here 2016.
Yeah, maybe.
But we're coming into 2019, which is 3 years. So, oh shit.
That's top.
That froze. That definitely froze. Yeah, the tarp had frozen to the ground right there. But yeah, so tried turning it on and it didn't work. So we're gonna put some fresh gas, some fuel stabilizer. You know.
Yeah, I think the problem is the gas is a year old and I never put stabilizer in it.
Ah.
And plus it's like it's saying it's quarter, but like it's quarter tank and it's been freezing. So like,
I mean, theoretically, it shouldn't freeze with the additives because they have additives in it. Because it's 2018 and they don't. That's not a thing anymore.
It is over a year old gas.
Right, right. It is old gas, but it was just on like a few months ago.
That's true.
Let's see if it starts up. Doesn't seem like it's happening. Thinking maybe it's starter or
It's making a weird noise and like it sounds like it's the starter.
right. I mean, it might be the starter, but if it's the starter, 7 out of 10 times the battery. There's not enough power to push the starter. So we hooked it up because it might be the power.
And if it is a battery issue, I should have been able to jump it. But it's like, it's very possible it's the shitty fuel.
That's what I'm saying. If you spray some engine starter, whatever the fuck it's called, into the cylinders, you'll get the spark, and then theoretically it should.
I mean, I don't need to go through the cylinders, I can go through the intake, but it's very possible that due to the bad fuel, it could have clogged up the fuel injectors and
Right.
who knows. Because like I almost had it running earlier, and I can hear the fuel pump prime, so.
I mean, it could be the starter. That sound could be the gear grinding. It might just be worn down. Well, I don't think it's happening today, man.
Just keep trying.
Hey, you know what? Automotive content. How to replace the starter on a 1995 240SX.
With an SR20.
With an SR20 in it. That's how you turn tragedy into good things.
Content.
Content. All right, so we've got 1809, Windows 1809. Sounds like some shenanigans upstairs. 1809 installed. So far, so good. It's been on for a while. I'm gonna run Prime. Before I copy over any data, I'm gonna run Prime just to see if anything's going on. Thinking it was software. I'm thinking it was software. Here's what's gonna happen. This is our plan now. We kind of like thought about this ahead of time. This is a fresh installation. I'm gonna run Prime CPU, and then I'm gonna run Prime 95, Prime RAM. I'm gonna run 24 hours on each, and I don't think there's gonna be any errors. Fuck me, man. Let's see what the reliability history says. Windows stopped working. Mother. 7:36 a.m. an hour ago. Bug check, memory dump. Fuck me. Well, it says it's a memory issue, so we're running the memory diagnostic. So stupid, man. Well, the extended test found issues, hardware issues, whatever the fuck that means. I think I'm gonna download and run actual mem test because I think that gives me more of an idea if it is actually RAM. But it's, what the fuck is it? It's 9:05. I'm gonna go to bed and deal with this in the afternoon. So, mem test, actual mem test, runs about 25% of one test and stops. And just sits there. So I don't know if it's so it's one of three things. It's RAM, it's processor, or it's motherboard. Now to try and narrow down the problem. It's 42 degrees outside. It's fucking beautiful. Still like there's not a cloud in the sky. I'm just gonna go for a drive.
So working until 8 a.m. puts you in a real weird position for the next day, even though it's a day off. It just means that you don't have to work that night. I slept till 6 p.m., got some dinner, and went to the store. And now I've been organizing comics and shit for hours, playing some video games. We gotta kick the day off tomorrow. That's gonna be it for this one. I hope it's been a good one. I'm gonna edit this ASAP, upload. We're starting a new one tomorrow. doing things different. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.